Sometimes I wonder if I should introduce myself as SushiFairy or Cynthia. Not sure. I'll talk about my experience going to Miku Expo 2018. I wanted to go to this concert because it's always been a dream of mine ever since I was like in high school / slightly after high school. I was really into the Vocaloid and stuff and listening to that music. I mean, I don't listen to it as much as I used to, but I've seen like YouTube videos online of the live concerts and it's like one of the coolest things ever. So you guys have to see that because it's this hologram performing and people are going crazy over this. For some people it might be bizarre and weird, and why are you paying money to see like something virtual or whatever? It's not real. It's not a real concert, but no, it is a real concert, and there actually is a live band, so I guess maybe you could call it an orchestra. I went to see an orchestra. I went to the show in LA. I was debating whether to go to the one in San Jose or LA. For San Jose, it kind of seemed like general admission, where the venue was like a standing venue, and I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to stand because it's like a first come first serve thing. I don't want to wait in line to get a good seat or spot, whatever. And I like it when, you buy a seat, it's already yours. You don't have to get there hours before necessarily, just so that you can get a good spot. So, no one's gonna steal your seat unless they do, and then they pretend that it's their seat, and then security, whatever. No, security won't really escort them out. They'll just like, oh no, you're in the wrong spot. Get out of my seat. It was kind of confusing because it's called an expo, and I'm like, and I think of Anime Expo, I'm like, is this a convention? But it was just a concert. That's what I was like confused about. There are like little smaller events that happen along with it, I guess, but you just look at their website and then see what kind of other sort of little extra events are going on in the same city. They had this painting thing that was going on. It was also cool too that some people cosplayed to the concert event. I didn't really buy any merch because I'm cheap or whatever, but I did want to buy this windbreaker jacket from OmoCat because I have one of their shirts as well from that brand, except they're kind of pricey, so I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, probably I would have maybe bought it. The line was pretty efficient. We got there and also did other stuff too in LA, like shop and all this and that. Outfit of the day! So I think Miku Expo should really have a frequently asked questions page because they don't really have that, or like a list of, what is and isn't allowed at their concerts, because then it makes it kind of confusing and you don't want to risk it in line. You're ready to go in only for security people to tell you that's not allowed. You gotta go back to your car and put that away, and then you're like, no. That sucks when that happens, and I've had that happen to me before, and I don't want a repeat of that. So I was just like, better be careful, because some venues, they don't allow backpacks, and I always like to have my backpack on me. I actually did see a lot of people bring backpacks, and they were allowed to bring them in, so I did see one guy have a huge kind of duffel bag. I seen like some security police people kind of maybe question the dude on it and like what's inside it and stuff. It seems that this guy was carrying like a gigantic DSLR camera with a huge lens and stuff. Not sure if that'll be allowed in the venue, because usually they don't allow like huge cameras for you to film the concerts. I wasn't even sure if my camera was going to be allowed too, and mine's like of course way smaller than a huge gigantic DSLR. I was just like, oh no, I hope they don't tell me, but I risked it anyway. I'm like, okay, I'll just pack my camera in my little tote bag, and then we'll see if I have to turn around, then I have to turn around. And at least we have reserved seats. So they actually let me through with my camera. Before the concert started, they had a couple announcements going over and over again saying that you can't film with camera other than your smartphone. I'm not even that close to the stage. I was way up in the balcony, but I didn't want to risk getting kicked out. I kind of waited until the last maybe 30 minutes of the concert to break out the camera. But I did see the girl next to me. She had her own separate camera. She's not getting kicked out. Guess I'm not gonna get kicked out. So yeah. And I didn't even want to record the whole concert, just, maybe a minute or two. Oh yeah, and the glow sticks. Maybe it's because I'm cheap or poor, but probably both. I didn't want to buy the legit glow stick because yeah, the website did say it was the only rule that they have listed on the website. It just says that glow sticks longer than 6 inches are not allowed. Yeah, you can bring chemical glow sticks, just not bigger than that. I'm like, oh, sweet. Okay, going to the dollar store then. I kind of felt like cheap. I felt bad that I'm like, man, am I the only person in the whole audience that has like chemical glow sticks? The people down at the ground floor area, they had the legit official glow sticks that the venue sells. I'm over here with my 99-cent store glow sticks. Up in the balcony, there's some other guy sitting kind of in front of me who also brought chemical glow sticks. I'm like, oh, they actually look like the legit ones, because you kind of can't tell once everything's dark. Such a fun experience. I mean, not that I didn't have fun, but I think I would have had like, say, more interactive fun if I was like on the lower level, because everyone on the ground floor, they not up in the poor balcony seats, but they seemed like they were having the time of their lives. I think they were all standing up. There were the really upfront people that got to be the ones closest to the stage. They were obviously going to be the standing people. Yeah, they would have to get there early, but there were the rest of them on the ground floor too. They had seats. They actually had assigned seats. I think a lot of them just stood up anyway. They're at a concert. Forget the seats. That's the kind of thing to do for Americans. People in K-pop or J-pop concerts, the ones I've seen at least, people just respectfully sit in their seats and then wave around their glow sticks or signs or whatever, and that's it. They don't just stand up and obstruct the person behind them. Maybe it's just a cultural thing, but anyway. But in the balcony seats, pretty much everyone, or at least around me, they were sitting down. So, because I'm short, I get obstructed a lot, and it's sad. But not that I have like anything against, standing concerts, because I do like that, as long as I can see. Oh my gosh, this funny story kind of thing. The row in front of me, there were these 3 people. They brought their grandpa along as their chaperone, and then I guess the 2 grandchildren. There were some people who didn't actually witness the first half hour of the concert. You paid for this, why are you missing out on the concert? But I think they were either at the merch table or at the bathroom having severe diarrhea. Don't know, but they were gone. The 2 grandchildren were gone for the first like half hour of the concert, and poor little grandpa over there, he got his like phone and he was trying to film the concert. And then at one point he didn't know because since it was dark, he didn't know, and I think he took a selfie of himself. And oh, poor little grandpa. And it was funny in a sad way. I don't know, I get joy out of other people's misery. Little grandpa was just being sad, like, man, what am I doing here at this Hatsune Miku concert? My grandchildren ditched me. Don't worry, you guys. Little grandpa in front of me, he wasn't alone forever. His grandchildren came back. This guy was sitting in front of me, the grandchild. He didn't have any glow sticks. kind of made me feel better about myself bringing my cheap 99-cent store glow sticks. So a guy in front of me, he didn't have any glow sticks, but he was not gonna let that ruin his night. He held up his invisible glow sticks, and man, did he do his best to try to obstruct my filming. He's just like doing that, rocking out with his invisible glow sticks, and it's almost kind of funny. Like trying to film, and then at some point too, he tried to film the concert as well. Abruptly getting in my shot, and it's just frustrating. It was kind of funny. If this guy will ever see my video, wouldn't that be awkward? Yeah, then he'll be like, hey, that was me, I ditched my grandpa. Well, shame on you, but none of my business. If I were on the ground floor, I think I would have had more of an interactive time being along with the crowd, and there was no crowd surfing though. It wasn't that kind of concert. It wasn't the Avenged Sevenfold concert there, which I went to last year, but man, I failed to give you guys footage of that concert. It's probably too late now, it's like a year old, but now after going to that concert, now I've just been listening to Vocaloid lately. This is like the year of concerts, you know? Like I didn't know about this, but there was a Kiari Pamu concert. I wanted to go to that one, but I only found out last minute. Oh, and then there's an upcoming Joe Hisaishi concert. I want to go to that one. He's the composer for the Studio Ghibli films. The cheap seats are like about $80. Don't know. Something about concerts, but now I feel like I can do anything. I can do anything. Bye!